Hey all, today we're going to talk about the second type of special right triangle, and that's a right triangle that has obviously a 90-degree angle, but also a 30-degree and a 60-degree angle. So just like with the 45-45, 90 right triangle, the sides have a special relationship. So if we call this side over here, well, let me put in here that that's the 30-degree angle. The side across from the 30-degree angle is 1. The side across from the 60-degree angle is the square root of 3. And the hypotenuse is 2. So that's the relationship between the lengths of sides in this type of right triangle. So this is the general triangle. This is the one we're going to use to help us when we have a 30, 60, 90 right triangle and we want to know how long one or two of the sides are. So here I have one where I'm looking for this side here, the one that's across from 60, and the one that's across from 30. It's always a good idea that if they give you one angle measure to fill in the other. Even though if you see that it's a right triangle and one of the angles is 60, the other angle is definitely 30. So I draw my 30, 60, 90 triangle, and I label my sides correctly. This side is across from the 60 degree, so it's root 3. This one's across from the 30 degree, so it's 1. And the hypotenuse is 2. Then I can write my 3 fractions. And now I can set up my 2 proportions, one to find x, the other to find y. Y is quick. I just divide 16 by 2, and I get that y is 8. Here I need to multiply both sides by the square root of 3. Oh, actually I cross-multiplied. The easiest way would be to multiply both sides by the square root of 3. This way will work too. I'm just going to end up having to divide by 2 on both sides to get 8 root 3. So if you look at these values, and you look at this triangle, since y is 8, the hypotenuse is 2 times 8, which is 16, and this side across from 60 is 8 times the square root of 3. That's how this general triangle works. Try this guy again, this one, and I will again put that this is a 30-degree angle. Draw my general triangle. The vertical side is across from 60, so it's root 3. The horizontal side is across from 30, so it's 1. My hypotenuse is 2. I'll set up my 3 fractions. Then I can set up my 2 proportions, one to get x and one to get y. Again, y is going to be kind of easy here. I can just simplify by crossing out or canceling out the 2 root 3's, and I'll find that y is equal to 5. Here I canceled out the 2 root 3's and got 5 to be equal to x over 2, and then multiply both sides by 2 to get 10. So again, if y is 5, then the side across from 60 is that number times root 3, or 5 root 3, and the hypotenuse is twice as big, which makes it 10. So go ahead and pause. Try this one on your own. Find u and v. So this time I labeled the 30-degree angle. So I'll type in here that the missing angle is 60. Draw my general triangle and set up my fractions. And then I can write a proportion, one for u, one for v. For u, I just multiply both sides by 2 to get that it is equal to 4. And here I multiply both sides by root 3 to get v to be 2 root 3. Again, the side across from 30 is 2, so that means the hypotenuse is twice as big, which makes it 4. And that means this side across from 60 is 2 times root 3. So try this one. Make sure you put your answers on the Google form and submit them. I'll give you one spot for U and one spot for V.